Who could have imagined? The old man before Wang Lin, who called him a fated one, was actually the Hall Master of the Thunder Immortal Hall, the ruler who dominated the entire Luo Tian star domain. What Yan Leizi never expected was that when he first met Wang Lin, he was the senior. Yet only a few hundred years later, it was he who respectfully addressed Wang Lin as senior. So, how many times did Yan Leizi help Wang Lin? And what was his ultimate fate? When Yan Leizi is mentioned, most people only know him as the man in charge of the Thunder Immortal Hall, the mastermind behind the war between the two star domains. With his peak second step cultivation, he stood at the very pinnacle of power in the Luo Tian star domain. What few people knew was that this uncrowned emperor of Luo Tian was not even a native of the region. His true homeland was the Alliance star domain. Back then, Yan Leizi was the most dazzling genius within the Cultivator Alliance. At a remarkably young age, he entered the Council of Elders and became sworn brothers with Zhongxuan, the ruler of the Cultivator Alliance. They trusted each other completely and shared every secret without reservation. But never in his wildest dreams did he imagine that while he was in secluded cultivation, this so-called brother would steal away his celestial cloud cultivation couple. Even worse, Zhongxuan struck first by accusing him instead, mobilizing the entire Cultivator Alliance to hunt him down. In that battle, Yan Leizi was gravely wounded and on the verge of death, nearly falling for good. Fortunately, Lu Yun, the Vermilion Bird Saint Emperor, intervened and saved him, allowing him to flee in disgrace to the Luo Tian star domain. Not long afterward, the cultivation partner, who had been taken from him, also died under mysterious circumstances. His family was destroyed, his closest friend betrayed him, and the proud genius of heaven became nothing more than a homeless fugitive. That tragedy became the obsession of Yan Leizi's entire life. After arriving in Luo Tian, Yan Leizi quickly caught the attention of Lu Fuzi, the only third-step supreme expert in Luo Tian. With Lu Fuzi's support, he steadily rose to become the Hall Master of the Thunder Immortal Hall. Yet ruling Luo Tian was never his true ambition. There was only one reason he continued to live: to return to the Cultivator Alliance and personally kill Zhongxuan. However, to invade the Cultivator Alliance, he first had to break through the spatial barrier separating the two star domains. For that purpose, Yan Leizi entered the ancient celestial realm of thunder hundreds of times, eventually devising a solution. He would collect 49 fragments of the immortal realm continents and forge a supreme magic treasure capable of breaking through worlds. At the same time, he intended to free Shui, who had been sealed within the Thunder Immortal realm, and make him his ally in revenge. It was during the execution of this plan that Wang Lin, who had entered the Thunder Immortal realm ahead of schedule, caught Yan Leizi's attention. A junior capable of entering the Thunder Immortal realm before its appointed time was something Yan Leizi had never seen in tens of thousands of years. His curiosity was immediately piqued. The very first thing he did was acknowledge Wang Lin as a fated one. But don't mistake that for good fortune. Every cultivator Yan Leizi had previously called a fated one had met a miserable end. At first, Yan Leizi certainly caused Wang Lin no shortage of trouble. During their first meeting, he placed a sealing restriction on Wang Lin. Later, he even abducted Wang Lin's beloved silver-horned thunder beast, leaving Wang Lin grinding his teeth in anger while being powerless to stop him. Yet the more Yan Leizi observed Wang Lin, the more he admired him. He had long since realized that Wang Lin was Shu Mu, the man disguised as a Thunder Immortal envoy. Not only did he refuse to blame him, but he genuinely appreciated Wang Lin's talent. From then on, he repeatedly helped Wang Lin both openly and in secret. When borrowing the Thunder Beast, he casually gifted Wang Lin an insight into the laws of thunder. When the Blood Ancestor pursued Wang Lin, Yan Leizi took advantage of the chaos to seize half of the Blood Ancestor's body, indirectly allowing Wang Lin to achieve a miraculous victory over a far stronger opponent. When Shui emerged and began a massacre, it was Yan Leizi who possessed Wang Lin's body and forcefully resolved what would otherwise have been a hopeless situation. By the time the expedition into the Thunder Immortal realm concluded, Yan Leizi had obtained the magic treasure and successfully persuaded Shui to accompany him. Afterwards, seeing that his senior brother was present, Wang Lin immediately asked Yan Leizi to return his Thunder Beast. The old man simply changed the subject. "Come to the Thunder Immortal Hall within 1 year, and I'll grant you a great fortunate encounter." It was obvious he had no intention of returning it. Shui remained silent, and Wang Lin naturally dared not press the matter any further. Judging solely from these events, Yan Leizi was both the villain who took away Wang Lin's Thunder Beast and, at the same time, one of Wang Lin's greatest benefactors and greatest patrons. Later, relying solely on moon-gazing bone, Wang Lin orchestrated the deaths of hundreds of thousands of cultivators from the Yao clan. Yan Leizi witnessed the entire affair and grew even more fond of this junior. On one hand, Wang Lin's performance was truly astonishing. On the other hand, the two shared remarkably similar fates. Both had fled from the Cultivator Alliance to the Luo Tian star domain. Both were relentlessly hunted by powerful enemies. To call them kindred spirits who shared the same misfortune would not be an exaggeration. Had it not been for Qingshui, Yan Leizi would have captured Wang Lin and accepted him as his final personal disciple. During the Luo Tian conferment of Immortals War, Wang Lin claimed first place in one brilliant stroke. Yan Leizi personally conferred upon him the official title of Thunder Immortal. It was also during this period that Wang Lin once again asked Yan Leizi to return his silver-horned Thunder Beast. The old man kept putting him off, merely saying, "We'll talk after the passage between the two star domains is opened." At the time, Wang Lin was both furious and helpless. Never before had he suffered such treatment. Unfortunately, he simply wasn't strong enough to defeat Yan Leizi. When the war between the Luo Tian star domain and the Alliance star domain finally erupted, Wang Lin followed Yan Leizi back to his homeland, earning countless military merits along the way. Overjoyed, Yan Leizi finally returned the Thunder Beast to Wang Lin. The moment Wang Lin saw it, he nearly blacked out. Yan Leizi's taste was absolutely terrible. He had somehow turned Wang Lin's beloved silver-horned Thunder Beast into something that looked utterly ridiculous. At the time, Yan Leizi still regarded Wang Lin as an exceptionally promising junior. What he never could have imagined was that he had spoken far too soon. Over the following century, Wang Lin rose with unbelievable speed. He became the new Vermilion Bird Saint Emperor of the Four Saints sect. When they met again, the junior from years ago had already become a fellow Taoist, standing on equal footing with him. Yan Leizi was completely dumbfounded. However, his shock and the gradual lowering of his own status in comparison was far from over. Several hundred years later, Wang Lin returned from the Cloud Sea Star domain and became the new lord of the Sealed Realm. His cultivation was now comparable to that of a third step supreme expert, and he was accompanied by two servants who had also reached the third step. The instant Yan Leizi saw Wang Lin through the illusion, he was so shocked he nearly fainted. Only a few hundred years had passed. The fated one, he had casually acknowledged back then, had become someone he himself could only look up to. When Wang Lin finally stood before him and addressed him as fellow Taoist, Yan Leizi felt nothing but embarrassment. He immediately changed the way he addressed Wang Lin. With utmost respect, he bowed and said, "Senior Wang Lin." From junior to fellow Taoist to senior, no one knew how many emotions surged through Yan Leizi's heart. But one thing was certain. He was prouder than anyone else. After all, throughout the entire Luo Tian star domain, very few people could claim to have such a deep friendship with the Lord of the Sealed Realm. Later, the Great War of the Cave World erupted. The Inner Realm fell across every battlefield, while Wang Lin disappeared without a trace. By then, Yan Leizi had already suffered grievous injuries in the war. His cultivation had declined, and he had been reduced to serving as the deputy commander of the northwestern front of Luo Tian. On the rankings of the Lord of the Sealed Realm, he had fallen all the way to 53rd place. Even after falling so far, however, he never lost faith. He firmly believed that Lord of the Sealed Realm, Wang Lin, would one day return and save the entire Inner Realm. Just as Yan Leizi was about to be killed by shattered Nirvana cultivators from the Heavenly Wolf Clan and the Fire, Sparrow Clan of the Outer Realm, Wang Lin made his overwhelming return. With a single wave of his hand, Wang Lin slew the two Outer Realm cultivators. Watching Wang Lin descend like a heavenly deity, the respect Yan Leizi felt for him reached its absolute peak. From that moment onward, he became one of Wang Lin's most loyal followers. Wang Lin, meanwhile, never forgot this old acquaintance. Nor did he ever forget the kindness Yan Leizi had once shown him. Without hesitation, Wang Lin used a supreme divine ability to restore Yan Leizi's cultivation completely. Later, he even bestowed upon him an incense black dragon. This was an incomparable treasure capable of helping a cultivator step into the third step. As long as Yan Leizi did not act recklessly, it was only a matter of time before he too became a third step supreme expert. In the end, Yan Leizi successfully survived the Great War between the Inner Realm and the Outer Realm. When Xuanluo the Great Venerable appeared to take Wang Lin to the immortal firmament continent, Wang Lin immediately remembered his old, fated one and invited Yan Leizi to accompany him. However, Yan Leizi declined the invitation. Instead of following Wang Lin to the immortal firmament continent, he chose to remain within the newly restored ancient celestial realm, cultivating peacefully for the rest of his life. With the help of the incense black dragon, reaching the third step was only a matter of time. Even if he never broke through, no one within the cave world would dare provoke him, simply because of his friendship with Wang Lin. For Yan Leizi, it was a truly fulfilling ending. What had begun as a calculated encounter with a so-called fated one ultimately became the greatest fortunate encounter of his entire life. During the first half of his life, he was consumed by hatred and endless schemes. During the second half, a single act of appreciation earned him lasting peace. Whether on the path of cultivation or the path of life, one truth never changes. Sincerity and kindness are and always will be the most reliable trump cards.